Thank you, Mike Jones, for pledging on Patreon. What's up, guys, and welcome to FPL Today. I'm the man in the know, J&O, and welcome to my team review for Game Week 2. This is where we go over how I did in Game Week 1 and see what moves I could potentially be making in advance for Game Week 2. There will be a Game Week 2 preview where we go more into depth about the moves I'm planning on making, but this is just a quick overlook for Game Week 1. But before we get into this video, please do check out our sponsors where all of these stats have come from Fantasy Football Fix. Here is a quick video from them. Use artificial intelligence and Optastats to build your new squad for the new season. Analyse the highest owned players and most popular starting squad currently entered into the FPL. Upload your squad at fantasyfootballfix.com now to improve your FPL performance. Click the link below or head over to fantasyfootballfix.com to get started. Anyway, let's get into the video, and we start off with the starting 11 and we start off with the goalkeepers and defence. So all things considering, our goalkeeper and defenders did rather well. There was of course the downside of Robertson only getting 2 points because Liverpool couldn't keep a clean sheet against Norwich. However, Trent Alexander-Arnold did come in with an assist, and Zinchenko and Pope both kept clean sheets, getting me a decent amount of points from the players at the back. Pope was the star man out of all the defenders with 8 points from 3 saves and a clean sheet, whereas Zinchenko didn't really offer that much attacking threat but did get the clean sheet points at 6 points. He had 1 shot with expected goals of 0.1 and 1 chance created, which did lead to a shot on target, but he didn't have a very high expected assists either. As for Trent and Robertson, I went with the wing backs at Liverpool hoping for attacking returns. Turns out if I'd stuck with what I had before, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk, my game week rank and overall rank would be a little bit better. But Trent did perform very well, at least as an attacking fullback. A lot of people have been mentioning how he didn't look that good defensively, but I knew that from last year, so I'm not too worried about that. I brought Trent in so he gets clean sheets when Liverpool do, and also because he can be a very explosive option. He got 5 points and 1 assist. He had 2 shots on goal, 1 on target, expected goals of 0.2, with 3 chances created, 2 of which resulted in shots on target, and expected assists of 0.5 in a game, which is decent. As for Robertson, he had 2 shots, 1 from inside the box, but low expected goals and low expected assists, despite having 1 chance created, which did result on another shot on target. Now, I'm not too worried at the fact that they only got me 7 points overall. If I'd gone with Van Dijk, I would have been laughing, and I'd still think clean sheets will happen at Liverpool, despite everyone's sudden concern about them defensively. Next we move on to my midfield, and of course it was carried by 2 men. Mohamed Salah, who had the captaincy armband, and Raheem Sterling, who would have been a better captaincy choice, but still Salah did get returned, so I can't be too angry there. Sterling was the star man at 12 million, getting 20 points and 3 goals from 4 shots. All 4 of those shots were from inside the box and all 4 were on target, 3 of them being big chances, and he had expected goal involvement of 1.3. All fantastic stats for Raheem Sterling, and if he can kick on like this for the rest of the season, I'm going to be laughing that I got him in right at the beginning. Those that didn't, you might want to consider getting him in if this does continue. And then we had Mohamed Salah at 12.5 million. He got 12 points. To be honest, the underlying stats were good and a lot more spread out than Sterling. Sterling's was all about goal threat, whereas Salah was about goal threat and chance creation. He got 1 goal and 1 assist, getting him 12 points, doubled up for me to 24. 2 shots on goal, both from inside the box, 1 on target, 1 being a big chance. He had expected goals of 0.4. He also had 3 chances created, however, with all 3 of those chances resulting in a shot on target, who expected assists of 0.2. So I'm very happy with both of them. Who I'm not happy with are Perez and Fraser, who pretty much did nothing this game week. I will of course hold on to those transfers most likely this game week, and they aren't the ones that are most at risk. I've got someone up front that is a lot more at risk than these 2, but Fraser at 7.5 million got me 1 point from 1 shot on goal, expected goals at 0.1, and he created 1 chance, but it wasn't a great chance, expected assists at 0. Perez at 6.5 million, kind of making me wish I'd gone with Tielemans, although, to be honest, there wasn't much returns from this Leicester City game against Wolves. 3 points from 1 shot on goal, 1 from inside the box, expected goals at 0 as well. But we shall wait and see what happens in the next game to see if we can see an improvement in these two's underlying stats. And then we go to potentially the worst area of my team, and it is an area that only got me 8 points. Wilson was the man that got the majority of those points at 8 million, getting me 5 points from 1 assist. However, the underlying stats don't read that great. 1 shot, which was from inside the box. It was on target, but only expected goals of 0.1. Then we have Jota, whose underlying stats were actually better than Wilson's, but he returned less points. 2 points at 6.5 million from 3 shots, 2 from inside the box. Expected goals of 0.2, higher than Wilson's. Chances created also created 1, with expected assists of 0.1. Then we have the real issue, and that is Deulofeu at 6.5 million. 1 point, 1 shot. That is about as good as the stats get in that area for Deulofeu. Yeah, doesn't read well, does it? So that ended me on a game week and overall rank of 1,335,434, with total points at 77 for the game week and the overall game. That isn't a bad start to the season. It just seems like a lot of people had a very, very good start to the season with some very big scorers. Will that carry on into game week 2? We shall have to wait and see. However, I'm not going to drastically change my team because 77 points is still a very good return. As for my bench, we had 0 points from Button because he didn't play, but it was nice to see all the rest of my bench players playing, with Dendoncker getting 3 points. Would have been better than Fraser. Would have been better than Deulofeu and Jota as well, to be fair. Lundstrom, 3 points as well, and then Rico at 2 points. Again, that Bournemouth clean sheet was very close to happening. If that had happened, then potentially I should have played him over Robertson, but that is, of course, unlikely to happen. But it's good to see there was no massive returns on my bench. And then finally we look at the most in-danger player, and it is Deulofeu, with 1 point from 45 minutes played. He played on the left, which wasn't what I was expecting. Now, because of this, I'm worried about him and the position in my side, and we're looking at alternatives, although we probably won't make the transfer for this game week. The alternatives I've been looking at are Pukki at 6.5 million, decent game against Liverpool, one of the toughest opposition and an away game that they're going to play this season. He managed to get 1 goal from 3 shots, all 3 of those from inside the box, with 1 shot on target, which was a big chance. Expected goals at 0.4, better than quite a few of my strikers, with 2 chances created with expected assists at 0.1. We're also looking at Billy Sharp from Sheffield United at 6 million. He got 1 goal from 1 shot. It was inside the box, it was on target, and it was a big chance. We expected goals at 0.7. If you can keep that expected goals quite high, then I'm not too worried about the lack of attempts on goal. And then we also have Barnes. Now, Barnes' fixtures do not read well, which is why he's less likely to be brought in, but did have a good performance. 2 goals from 4 shots, all of them inside the box, 3 on target, one of them being a big chance, and expected goals at 0.6. So all 3 of those are on my watch list to see how they're doing game week 2 and could come in for Deulofeu, all apart from Pukki being at a saving. And that is it for this episode, so thank you so much for tuning in to this My Team review. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit that like button, that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're informed when my videos go live. Also check out, of course, the sponsors for this channel, Fantasy Football Fix, as well as checking out the fan team link if you want to join me in game week games as well as their season-long game for a pot of €250,000. And also check out the Patreon if you want to join it. It's only $1 and you can join a group of like-minded people in a private mini league with prizes, as well as a Discord channel where we all chat FPL. With all that being said, I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.